The car guy from Westside Auto Pros, and well, it's a little closer drive for you now around the car guy, isn't it?
It's a very short drive now. It certainly is. You know, you guys can change the name, you can move the studio, but you can't get rid of me.
You can always find us.
I'm going to find you guys.
The doors locked and everything.
Say, we were trying so
Security
hard.
let me in. Yeah, it just didn't work.
No, I'm not lying. I was walking around in the hallway and I went, Ron, hi, how'd you get in here?
I hit the buzzer. I said, it's Ron the car guy, and the door opened.
Isn't that magic?
That was magic. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a person on the other end or not, but
It worked.
it did. I'm here.
Well, we're glad to see you, and you have some great advice for us this
Yeah,
morning.
and speaking of working,
I do have some great advice. You know, they say April showers bring May flowers. And maybe with the exception of yesterday and in the next few days, we've had showers on and off. And this morning had a little bit of frost if the car was outside and you needed to clear your windshield. And so we talk about this a couple times a year, usually in the fall when we're going into the snow season, and again in the spring. But I want to talk about wiper blades because that's a safety item on your car that's oftentimes forgot about. And they need to be changed, they need to be inspected and stuff, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some other items as well. So we'll start out with just a basic wiper blade. You know, something to look for when you're shopping for wiper blades or buying wiper blades is the carrier, this component on the wiper blade. Look for one that's made out of metal. It's more robust. It lasts longer. It weighs a little bit more, so it pushes the wiper down onto the windshield. There's a lot of less expensive wiper blades out there where this is all made out of plastic, and then of course the plastic is subject to sun and heat and cracking.
Right.
Yeah, they just don't last as long. So. Try to find one that's got metal on it. Some of them have some unique features. You know, this particular one has some holes across the top. Those are actually designed for the wind to come through when you're doing 60 miles an hour, so it doesn't lift it up off the windshield like a sail.
It doesn't become a blade.
Exactly.
Like a wing.
Exactly, a wing. Yeah, you're going to fly like an airplane. So, but as a rule of thumb, wiper blades typically should be changed about once a year.
Now say that again.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
I thought it was more often than that, but that's not too bad.
No, typically once a year
Okay.
is how often we see that people change their wiper blades.
Because old school, you changed wiper blades never. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, old school.
Old school,
Yeah.
well, yeah, and you know, if you ever had a chance to get a hold of an old school wiper blade, the rubber's thicker. You know, we're back, and I say this about everything that we talk about cars. But we're looking back at corporate average fuel economy, and everything is thinner, lighter, made out of smaller material,
Right.
and some of the wear items just don't last as long, and wiper blades are no exception. They're not made out of the heavy rubber like they used to. I mean, now there's silicone and man-made materials in the blade and stuff like that, and usually about once a year is what we see for a lifespan.
Now, is that because of the material of the blade itself breaking down or just wear and tear?
I think it's the material of the blade that's breaking down. Yeah, because nothing's changed. I mean, glass is glass. It might be thinner than it was in the 70s, but it's still glass, and we're still dragging a squeegee across it, which is the rubber. So yeah, it's definitely the material. And as it gets thinner, it tends to lay over. It just doesn't seem to hold up like it used to. So, but one thing you can try with your wiper blades is if you've got some that are streaking, maybe in one spot or not working.
Right.
If you go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Jethro's, one of those places that have the little alcohol hand wipes when you're done eating, grab a couple extra of those, open them up, and rub them along the edge, the rubber edge of the blade, and clean it. I mean, if there's like some tree sap or something that's stuck on there causing it not to clean, I mean, it makes a world of difference.
Really?
That might solve your problem.
Exactly. Good maintenance,
advice.
and plus you can get a good meal. So,
But sometimes you just need new blades, and there are some other variations to the blades as well.
There are, and this has become quite a popular blade. We're seeing it on more new cars. You can put it on retrofit it back to an old car as well. I've got them on my truck, but this is called a beam blade.
Beam?
Beam, yep. And unlike the one that has the carrier with the metal and stuff on it, it's all one piece. And a couple of neat things about this is it's got spring rubber in it, so it's constantly trying to put pressure up against the windshield to clean a little bit better. I'm told that the rubber edge is made out of a different material. And then the other part about it is this whole top piece here is rubber encoded. So the advantage of this, we're not too worried about it right now, but the advantage of this is the snow and ice isn't going to stick to it, where sometimes it can build up.
Not going to get hung up in there.
Exactly.
In the hinges.
So it's like the next generation of wiper blades. They've been out for a while, and they're not that much more than
you can
than a
see the
regular
difference
blade.
in the way the curvature is.
Absolutely.
And how much pressure will be put down.
And this has like a spoiler on it, kind of like your race truck, that the wind, when you get going down the
Holds
road,
it down.
yeah, it pushes down on it too. So
Okay.
so these are a great alternative. And like I said, a lot of cars, newer cars, are already coming with these. And I think we'll see the day where that wiper blade's just replaced by these. We used to have winter wiper blades that were encapsulated in rubber. They looked like this and had like a rubber coating on it. They've done away with those now, and we're just going with the straight beam.
Here's the next thing we want to talk about. This is magic material, magic stuff you can put on your windshield.
The magic has arrived.
Yeah.
This is Aquapel, and I just can't talk about it enough. I know you guys have both experienced it, and
It's
what
a night and day difference.
what I tell people is just try it. It's kind of like the Iowa State Fair. You can't explain it to people. They just got to experience it. And it's a polymer that we apply to the windshield. It lasts about 3 months. And the rain, snow, bugs in the summertime, they don't stick to it. They just sheen off.
And you have a heck of a deal going on right now because you have a chance to put the Aquapel, do the treatment on your windshield. You'll apply it and also give you 2 new blades too.
Yep, 2 new wiper blades, Aquapel treatment for $23. And there's a $5 mail-in rebate on the regular blades. And if you upgrade to the beam blade, it's only $10 more, and there's a $10 mail-in rebate.
So it's a wash.
Now's the time to try the beam blade.
Give it a
I mean,
shot.
it's basically free.
All right.
So that's our KCWI 23 special.
And how long is it lasting?
The Aquapel will last about 3 to 4 months. We've got a little demonstration here. The upper part of the bottle here is treated with Aquapel. The bottom isn't. If we shake it with some muddy water, you can see how it just sheens right down.
Perfect.
And it does the same thing on your car. The rain just literally flies off.
Now, people have a question to ask Ron the Car Guy. How do they ask Ron the Car Guy a
Well,
question?
they can go to askronthecarguy.com or you can go to Westside Auto Pros, our webpage. You can call me. I'm totally available. You can ask me questions.
He really is.
And I'm here for you.
There you go. Thanks for the great advice. Take advantage of this amazing deal. Ron the Car Guy. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, pal. We'll be right back.